South Korea's Constitutional Court will rule tomorrow whether a deal between South Korea and Japan in 2015 to resolve the issue of women forced to work in wartime brothels is constitutional. A group of wartime sex slaves, referred to as comfort women, and families of other victims had asked the court in 2016 to review the deal, saying it violated the Constitution. Well, historians say there were at least tens of thousands of women, but mostly Korean, who were forced to work in brothels from the early 1930s until 1945. Survivors live in silence because of stigma, and many never get married. Our senior Korea correspondent Lim Yeon-suk tells us more about the agreement that has strained ties between Tokyo and Seoul.
On December 28, 2015, South Korea and Japan reached a deal that was meant to resolve a decades-long impasse over Korean women forced into Japanese military-run brothels during World War II. This deal included an apology from the Japanese government and a 1 billion yen, about $9 million compensation fund from Tokyo for the victims. At that time, both sides said they considered the deal a final and irreversible resolution of the issue. Former President Park Geun-hye, who was in office when that deal was signed, said the government wanted to seal the agreement while the victims are still around and move bilateral relations forward. But the agreement did not clarify whether the responsibility that Japan acknowledged was legal or moral, and Japan also made it clear that the money was not a legal reparation. And so these victims, now all over the age of 80, cried foul. They said it fell far short of their long-standing demand that Japan takes legal responsibility and offers formal reparations, a demand they have been making every Wednesday outside the Japanese embassy since 1992.
2015년 12월 28일 텔레비에 나왔기 때문에 저는 보고 깜짝 놀랐습니다. 거짓말로 합의를 해놓고 합의했다 하는 거고 거기에다가 또 돈을 10억엔 받고 또 팔아먹었습니다.
The Wednesday rally started after the first victim in 1991 came forward with a story. Others followed, with 238 registering themselves as comfort women with the government. Today, there are only 20 of them still alive. Relations between South Korea and Japan are at the lowest in years due to wartime reparation issues. The ruling by the Constitutional Court on Friday will be closely watched as it comes after a recent meeting in China between President Jae-in and Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan failed to bridge differences. Lim Yeon-suk, CNA, Seoul.